For local students who wish to go abroad and study for their MBAs or other degrees, I've got a man here who is called Alex Owens. He is none other than the business manager for the MBA Premium Services. They have representatives here as well. What do they do? Now, this is the brochure. They have 20 years of experience in this field. And I think Alex will be glad to tell us more about it. Hello, Alex.
Hi there.
Nice to have you on our show.
Nice to meet you.
I know that you have been here for more than 10 years.
We have. We've been coming to China for over 10 years now. In fact, running similar events to what we're running today. Today you're at the World MBA Tour event, which is our premium event for business schools around the world to travel to a number of different cities, over 65 around the world, to meet high-quality prospective MBA candidates. Today we're in Shanghai, where we brought schools from across Europe, North America, Australia, and Asia to meet with the best MBA candidates that China has to offer. People who will be looking to study an MBA or a similar master's program in one of these schools over the coming few years. So what we have today is we have a great opportunity for students to come in to learn about the admissions process, to learn about perhaps building a short list of business schools that they may like to attend, and to actually meet with representatives from those business schools to have conversations based around what their objectives are. So what is a student looking to, where is the student looking to study? How long are they looking to study for? How are they looking to finance their MBA or Masters? Where would they like to work after they graduate? A lot of these are questions that a candidate would ask themselves prior to coming to a fair like this. And hopefully today we'll be able to help students answer those questions for themselves.
And I think that you have got about 4 other institutions around you to help students. For example, how to fill in their forms and things like that.
Absolutely. I mean, the expertise that we gather ourselves allows us to provide content for students who are looking to make applications. So be it around writing essays, be it around attending interviews or studying for tests such as the GMAT. A big partner of ours is GMAC, who officiate the GMAT test. And students around the world will take that test before going to business schools. And business schools will use the score that students achieve in that test in order to help them build a decision about a student's application.
You mean this course is actually like a TOEFL test, that everybody has to enter that examination before entering university?
That's correct, yes. And so a number of different business schools around the world, in fact over nearly 5,000 programs will look to students to do that test before they're accepted onto their course.
I see.
Yeah. And that in itself is, I think, is a decent time commitment and effort from the student. So even just achieving a good score in that shows, I guess, begins to show how serious a student is about studying at a certain school.
But actually, the students here in Shanghai can actually come to you to ask for information and help?
Absolutely. I mean, we ourselves produce a lot of content around studying for the GMAT, for example. But also we work with a number of different service providers who specialize in that. Our speciality is in running events and helping students to build that short list of schools they'd like to apply to. So perhaps a student is looking at, has the option of thousands of business schools and programs around the world. What we're trying to do is help them really narrow that down to be able to choose 5, 6, 7 schools they'd like to apply to. Whereas you'll have specialty test service providers who will be able to coach a student through studying for and learning the different parts of a test, a standardized test such as the GMAT, for example.
How about visa application? Would you help them?
We don't personally, but the way that schools are set up is that they are receiving hundreds of applications from international candidates every year. Now it varies from country to country, but often schools will be set up to be able to help individual candidates with the visa process. Again, it depends on which country you wish to study in, on how easy that is, or how, I guess, straightforward the application is. The one thing we would say is to make sure that if you are an international candidate, to apply to a business school early. because receiving a yes, the way that a school is set up means that they will be able to give you an answer. They won't wait until the end of the process. They'll be able to give you an answer in different rounds of applications.
Right.
So you'll know early if you've been selected or not for that school, and whether or not you need to process a visa application.
What's your target students when you're in Shanghai this time?
I mean, we are looking for students who are looking to study an MBA or master's program, obviously.
Not necessarily Chinese.
Not necessarily Chinese, absolutely not. With a city like Shanghai, like London, where I come from, like New York, these are very multicultural cities. We travel to 65 different cities around the world. And so we're looking for people who fit the bill more in terms of have the right objectives for studying at a business school. What you'll see is that the schools that are here today are targeting, generally, I guess, Chinese candidates when they invest to come to China. And so they are looking for more Chinese students for their class. But they're also looking to meet with anyone with any kind of international experience, international outlook in particular. If you're looking to recruit an international student, someone who has lived abroad and has work experience abroad is a very important thing.
How about admission rate for the Chinese in Shanghai? Have they been growing rapidly or steadily?
Well, I mean, talking from a school perspective, a number of schools that I speak to say that they've been receiving very good applications from China, that the quality in particular has improved over the past few years. I think
the number of students?
Number of students, I think it varies from institution to institution. Generally, we've been seeing numbers have increased. We've been seeing that we're getting more students to our Shanghai fairs, which means we run an event in September and also in November now. So we also run a World MBA Tour event in the first week of November. And also we're seeing that the number of schools each year is increasing in terms of who's coming back to China.
By statistics, do you find that which is the most popular country that the students would like to go?
Absolutely. We every year we record and publish an MBA recruitment trend report and a salary trend report. And what that's showing is that the US, North America in particular, is the region that remains the most popular for Chinese students. But that is being followed by Europe.
One last question we are very interested in. You said there is a vast amount of scholarship this time. What's that?
Absolutely. Well, just I guess the way in which the world works is when an individual is looking at going to business school, a lot of these schools charge a very good amount of money in order to attend in terms of tuition. There's also the living costs to think of as well.
Right.
Giving up your job for 1 year, 2 years maybe, 1 year, 2 years can be a daunting prospect. So there's a number of different ways in which students might look for financial aid. That could be directly from the schools. A number of schools will offer scholarships. Now, often you have to be accepted to that school before you can be offered a scholarship. So the school will ask you to go through the admissions process before the scholarship is awarded. But also there are a number of third parties that offer scholarships. We ourselves actually offer a number of different scholarships. The QS Leadership Scholarship, for example, is open to all candidates who attend the World MBA Tour around the world, who show outstanding performance in leadership. And they will apply to us through writing an application. And we have an executive board of people who will then judge those applications.
You mean actually they can write in and apply?
They can apply to QS, absolutely, yes. We have a scholarship fund that we award every year. And we have a number of schools who also will award scholarships directly through QS. So they'll say we have scholarship available for anyone who attends the World MBA Tour who also comes to study at our school. There are a number of specific scholarships that have a specific amount next to them, and so you can go to topmba.com, for example, and you can see all of our scholarships that are available on that website there.
For students or any other parties who are interested in this program, not only can they contact him directly, but also can click into our website, www.shanghai-today.com, for more information. This is Robert Lai from shanghai-today.com. Thank you.
Right? So it's not just Guangxi, it's genuinely.
As for the program for this afternoon, it will include the school panel discussion, the school presentations, the roundtable discussion sessions, and the open MBA fair. The school panel discussion will be held by the speakers from George State University, Hout Business School, ESSEC Business School, and National University of Singapore. The second school presentation will be done by the University of Western Ontario, Ivy School of Business. Another school presentation will be made by the speaker from IMD International. The roundtable discussion sessions allow students or the prospective students to meet with various schools that match their profile. Then later in the evening, at the last, there will be an open MBA fair, which gives a chance of people to mingle. This is Robert Lai from ShanghaiToday.com. Thank you.